Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome aboard. It is good to see you all. I hope everybody is having a great start to your week. I actually had a decent day today. I had a lovely day. I got up in the morning. I got some work done. I had lunch with a wonderful person. And then I got some more work done. Lord Portico, welcome. It is good to see you. I hear there is a torpedo cake sometime this week. What would a torpedo cake be like? Probably sweet and tasty, but also hi Shadows of Life and Pretty Witchery. Elixir, it is good to see you. You have plenty of time to pack for your upcoming work trip. And Sterling, hello. But also, I do not understand what is going on because the ship thanked you for subbing, but the events, the activity feed doesn't show that doesn't show your subscription, and so I'm confused. But thank you for the subscription. Whether that was today or sometime in the past, I don't know when it happened, but the bot thought it was very important to say thank you for subbing. And I agree, it is very important. And then Pretty Witchery, 7 stream streak, running around again with no clothes. Of course, always. Oven pizza. And Shadows of Life, also on a streak. 3 stream streak. Eating your fridge sounds painful. I mean, you can eat anything once. Detective Zen, hello. And Neo gets, I think I said hello, but hello. Yes, Rogan is on this Rogan stream. Woo! The day was technically good. The no sleep last melt and utter melt. 31 degrees, 80%. Ugh. That would suck. We actually had a decent temperature to humidity ratio today, both outside and in my office, although it was still a little bit warmer and more humid than I would prefer, but it was in the zone to where my little thermometer humidity thing was like comfort. I disagree. I don't think it's comfort, but antimatter sponge cake with neutrino frosting. I imagine that would taste better than a cellular peptide cake. It would destruct your insides. Or a torpedo with a really big butt. Everything is always fine. I don't know. Skyclad. Licorice torpedo sweets. I am unfamiliar with these. Black licorice is okay occasionally. Red licorice is okay occasionally. Both of them vary occasionally. I was never a Twizzlers or a Red Vines person. Honestly, I didn't know what Red Vines were for the longest time because I had only ever seen Twizzlers. But yeah, they weren't really for me. They're like, I don't know. They don't have any flavor. It's like eating plastic. You're holding out for a cake with a living Deanna Troi head. Oh no, Shadows, I'm sorry. You missed a stream and it reset your 50 stream streak. Well, you'll just have to run around with no clothes for a lot longer now. Make one of those. Wait. Be lazy tonight? Enjoy the lazy. Does that mean that you are already done with your with your Zoom call since you have Zooms every freaking night now, hopefully relaxation will be a thing you can accomplish. Yeah, Twizzlers don't have much flavor at all. If I pretend they don't exist, then I don't have them. Hey, I like that idea. Out of mind, out of mind. Yes, out of mind, out of mind. Black licorice is excellent. Salted, I've never had salted. I'd celebrate lazy, but that sounds like too much effort. Yes. I mean, oh, that reminds me. Shoot. If I can ever afford postage, I'll send you some lollies. Ooh, black currant. I would die for some. Black currant is a lovely flavor. We don't get it in the US. Because of the white pine and the lumber industry. Sorry, I just need 1 second here, because as we were chatting, I remembered we were talking about being lazy. Oh, hang on. We were talking about being lazy, and that reminded me that Saturday I did not take my ADHD medication, which is fine, except that if I don't take it every day, I crash really hard. It helps me function on a normal daily basis. If I go a day without it, it's fine. It's just that the first day, I am non-functional. I slept all of Saturday because I didn't take my pill. This is a normal thing for me. But it reminded me that I have 1 dose left and I need to tell the doctor that I need a new prescription. The problems with being treated with a controlled substance, that they can't just give you multiple months of prescription at once. No, you have to get a brand new prescription every month. DM'd a pic of the main ones? Shoot? Okay, shoots, Rogan. Yes, so blackcurrant, it is quite difficult, yes. Ooh, I wish. It's so, like, it is so much better of a flavor than the cherry that we get here in the US. And the thing is, getting an ADHD medication prescription requires executive functioning. What is it that ADHD typically causes issues with? I'll tell you, executive functioning. Like, you have to be on it, because I couldn't have requested this on Friday, because I had enough pills for the entire weekend. So I couldn't request the refill on Friday. Today was the earliest day I could request it. But tomorrow's my last dose. So it's like, you have to be on top of it, or you go without your medication, which in my case, go without my medication and I will sleep through an entire day. Detective Zen, congratulations on being randomly selected as a VIP for the stream. So just bear with me 1 second. I just have to put in this thing so that hopefully when I get off work tomorrow, I can pick up my prescription and have a dose for Wednesday. And submit. There. It's funny because I remembered that I had forgotten to request the refill while I was eating dinner, which was right before I came in here to start streaming. And I was supposed to come in here and do that before I went live, but I forgot again. Whoa, free diamond! USA controls how much of some of them you can get. Yeah, and so what I'm on is Vyvanse. Which, it works. And it's a huge difference when I'm on it to when I'm not on it. Like, I'm able to focus. I'm able to actually initiate tasks. I'm able to do the things that I'm, need to get done. It's not 100%, not like, ooh, it magically fixes everything. It doesn't magically fix everything, but also, I missed this somehow. Hannah, thank you so much for the resubscription for 41 months at tier 1 for a total of 42 months. I think that's the answer. But also, somehow I missed NeoGuts. Thank you for the resubscription for 9 months at tier 1 for a total of 11 months. This is why people self-medicate. This is true. Well, and of course, I went for 42 years not knowing that I had ADHD. And I had been self-medicating with large doses of caffeine nonstop. I drank caffeine all day, every day until lockdown, when the caffeinated soda that I drank all the time suddenly disappeared from the shelves. And I switched to a non-caffeinated soda, and it severely impacted my ability to get anything done. Which ultimately led to the discovery, well, that plus many other things led to the, all of this ADHD sounds like me. I just thought I was weird. And then progressed to the point where it was like, okay, I need help. I can't get anything done. But it was because I had been self-medicating with caffeine for decades. And during lockdown and after lockdown, like, I never went back to drinking caffeinated stuff all day. I'll have something caffeinated in the morning, but then I switched to non-caffeinated beverages. And yeah, I had been self-medicating for decades without knowing it. Why is this diamond made of glass? And why does it have a sign attached saying, I owe you 1 diamond, Crewman Gary? Oh, that sounds about right. Also, 7 stream streak, woohoo! Congratulations, Hannah, thank you. Thought I might, 10 to 15 years ago, but I have avoidance issues, especially with authority figures. Yes. Well, and yeah, I also have a, as I've learned more and more, I don't know. As I learn more and more, the coincidence, the comorbidity, I believe is the correct phrase, of ADHD and autism is apparently much greater than people used to think. And there are certain aspects of me that align really, really closely with what is described as autism. But it's hard to know whether they're just my particular flavor of ADHD or whether it's a combination of multiple things. They could also be the, CPTSD, which is complex trauma, which unsurprisingly, people who grew up with ADHD or autism undiagnosed tend to have. Plus, I was doing research because I do that, and was reading up and was like, oh, but what about growing up as a closeted homosexual with ADHD that's undiagnosed? Well, we can get rid of the second part. The with ADHD that's undiagnosed is enough to give you complex PTSD. Growing up closeted as a member of the LGBTQ plus community, also all of the possible triggers for causing complex PTSD. So, who knows? But I haven't gotten to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And if I don't ever get to that point, then I probably will never seek out to see if I should also have a diagnosis of autism or not. But I have some very specific sensory issues with regard to texture and taste of food, smells, touch. Really have sensory issues with touch. Like that one is like the big one. To the point where like I can't go outside in shorts because I will never stop having to scratch my legs because they will constantly feel like just the slightest thing, a breeze, a bug, a piece of grass rubbing against my leg will just be unbearable. So I cannot go outside with shorts on. I have to wear long pants. And yeah, I have very, very strong sensitivities to touch. Like I can hold somebody's hand. I can take somebody by the arm, but if they take me by the arm, that might cause problems. A caress is torture. No. A massage? No. Deep tissue massage? Possibly, because that's a different thing, but just a regular massage? It's too late. Can't do it. Anyway, I didn't know that I was going to go off on this. Yeah, Puddleglum. Hi, Puddleglum. I was talking about that I have a number of things about me that, as I've learned more and more, seem like they might tip over into the autism side and not be very specific to ADHD. And so I was just talking a little bit about that. Your sister has the autism. Good odds for you, but also you don't have, you have a lot of trauma and abuse. You know what shares symptoms? Yeah. And all of them sort of share symptoms because sensory issues are common with ADHD and with trauma. So who knows? But I also am I got a job that's literally organizing things. I finally had to just give up because, oh my God, it pisses me off so much. But like, Apple Music is fine. I've used iTunes to manage my music for years. And as a service delivering the music, it's fine. I used to spend an entire weekend just going through and fixing the metadata of my entire music library to be how I wanted it, so that they were organized in the order that they need to be in. But over time, Apple became much more aggressive with not saving your changes and just overwriting them with whatever they had. So I finally had to give up, and half the time I can't even find the music I'm looking for anymore because they've replaced my metadata with something else. I also can't watch a series. Like, I can't pick something up and just pick it up. I have to start at the beginning. Even if people say, oh, you can start here, I have to start at the beginning and read all of it or watch all of it. I can't do it any other way. Anyway, when you hold hands, does the other hand have to be attached to an arm? I've never tried holding hands with a hand that was not attached to an arm. I have touched a dead body. We had the opportunity when I was taking Dealing with Grief and Death in college. I took a course called Dealing with Grief and Death. Half the class was nursing majors. This was while I was a music therapy major. And we visited a funeral home, and we were given the opportunity to touch a dead body as part of the class. Because not everybody had. Not everybody had even seen one. So it was an interesting class. I organize well as long as it's not my own stuff. Would like to yell about the transient nature of the internet into the void. Yes. It just pisses me off. And not only, like, it used to be possible to organize your music library in iTunes and to overwrite the metadata with your own metadata and have that persist. And over time, that's gone away. But it's never been possible to do that with your movies. I don't agree with the genres that they categorize things under, and I wish to reclassify them into a system that works for me. Let me have my account see them with my metadata, please. I don't agree. I also don't agree with half of the categories on Amazon. That only comes to mind because when I was in grad school, I was attending the University of Washington, and there were the students who actually lived in Washington. I was online. A lot of the students in my program would get hired by places like Amazon. Or, in fact, actually, one of my classmates worked for Nordstrom to basically work on their departmental hierarchy and like their classification scheme for where things go on the website. Those were common as places that wanted to hire. The other place that was always there, always recruiting from our program, was the CIA. every single time that there was anything related to recruiting people from the library science program, the CIA was present to recruit people from the library science program to go and work for the CIA. I wouldn't mind the time fixing the metadata if Apple... Exactly, NeoGats. If they didn't keep breaking it. Plex. I have not heard of Plex. What is Plex? Streaming platform to offer... Okay, so it looks like it's a movie streaming thing. It's a media manager. Okay, this is a different thing than what came up when I first... Because I've been looking for something like that. It's now called Cometa. Apparently, it is now called Cometa. Kometa. On April 25th, 2024, the Plex Meta Manager name was officially retired and replaced with Cometa. This change was essential to avoid a trademark issue with Plex. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it because I've been looking for something that would work for me. Yeah, I don't know. Jellyfin? Current gripe with Apple is the making me log in at least 5 times in a row on my iPod before it's... Ugh. Yeah. Woe betide, I typed my password wrong on one of those attempts. Wait, Plex.tv? Right, but isn't that... this is not what I thought it was. Okay. I thought Plex was a streaming service, but no. Okay, that is the thing that you were pointing towards. I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, that's why. I'm just confused. Rogue Ship 1, why? Huh? Permit failed. Oh, that's why. Why did permit fail? Things are broken everywhere. That one worked. I don't know what happened. Jellyfin.org. The free software media system. Volunteer-built media solution that puts you in control of your media. Stream to any device from your own server with no strings attached. This is exactly the type of thing that I have been looking for. Because, like, I have as part of a family plan, I have access to Apple Music. I don't need to pay for access to a music service. Anything that's in Apple Music, I have access to. But once I mark it as part of my library, I would like to be able to organize it according to how I will access it. I miss physical CDs that I can arrange. I don't miss the amount of space they took, or when they would get a scratch. But I miss being able to arrange them. I also have YouTube Premium, but I've never looked at their music service. This is what I'm saying about things not working. 2 months ago, I wrote an annotated bibliography. Now 3 of the links are broken? That's ridiculous, but also the state of the world. Oh, it drove me. I Ants ate your audiobook once? Sorry, I saw the word audiobook and I was about to have an entire rage fest over Audible. I loved Audible. Audible was like the best thing ever back in 2000 when I first got my account, before they were owned by Amazon. And for a long time after Amazon bought them, they didn't really change anything. But organizing your audiobooks in Audible is the same as organizing your ebooks on Kindle. And neither one of them is easy or user-friendly. Apple Music's not as good for UI, but Google doesn't get... So Apple Music, the only thing that bugs me about it is, and I sort of understand, the thing that bugs me most about Apple Music, I would say, is if I actually want to purchase something, not just add it to my library, but actually purchase it, they make it really hard to do that. You can organize the books on the Kindle. It's very difficult. Oh, yes. Yeah. Interesting. I've never even paid attention to YouTube Music at all. I used to buy albums, and I've never really gone away from, I don't add individual songs. I never have. Because if I want one song, I want the entire album it's part of. And that's another thing that bugs me is, give me freaking album shuffle. It's not hard. I had a freaking 100 disc CD changer that would play through an entire CD and randomly select another one and play through an entire CD. But I can't have my digital music play an entire album and then randomly pick another album and play the entire album and then randomly pick another album. Yeah, no, sadly, it was not, I think I only had the 100 disc changer for maybe 7 or 8 years, because then everything went digital, but okay, I really should probably bring the game up. You know what we're playing today? It's called Unavowed. I wish album shuffle was a thing. There's no reason that they shouldn't be able to do it. And as I understand it, the functionality used to be there and they took it away. That happens so often with me. Just like the phones keep growing. But I don't need a gigantic phone. I want a phone that fits in my pocket and that I can reach the top of the screen with my thumb. I don't want my phone to get taller. There is Stream Punks tonight. There's no Last Excelsior tonight. Tonight, the Stream Punks had to do a last minute switcheroo, and so it will be an episode of Noirville 312, the Marvel game that Noir is the GM for. The one that they're supposed to do on like the last Wednesday of each month. But they're subbing it in today because of whatever scheduling issues they had. Oh, yeah, Pretty Witchery. That went out both on Twitter and in the other Discord. Which I now realize you don't really use either of those. Hang on one second. Just gonna send you the text of their announcement. There. You have the info now. Yes. Well, so it was partly, I don't know if that was part of it or not. They did have the, I think it was initially reported by the USGS as a 4.7, and then they downgraded it to a 4.4. But it was basically right in Los Angeles. No longer screaming into the void. What's that like? Tonight, we are playing Unavowed, which is a point-and-click 2D supernatural adventure. I don't know much about it, but it looks interesting. Let me actually bring it up. I rambled on quite a bit. I should hit play in the app. Oh. Okay. Which is better? So this game has a native game resolution is 640 by 360 by 32. It will scale to my standard desktop resolution. And the default is stretch, preserving aspect ratio, which is fine. But the scaling method, there are two options, nearest neighbor or linear interpolation. Which one is better? Ooh, let me stretch. The bot keeps posting the content warning. I mean, I opened it up once with nearest neighbor and it looked fine, but I have no idea the difference between nearest neighbor and linear interpolation for the scaling method. I truly do not know what the difference is. But if nobody else knows either, I'm just going to go ahead with the default, which was nearest neighbor. And it should pick it up, hopefully, in a second. Unavowed. Do let me know. It seems like the volume is regularly hitting into the yellow at the moment. Maybe. Oh, that would be why. I had bumped the master volume down, but apparently that did not stay that way. All right, so it should be quieter, but let me know if I need to go even quieter. The cessation of screaming is just to eat food. It is hard to eat food while screaming, but screaming internally while eating food is totally possible. All right, I'm gonna hit new game since nobody is saying it needs to go quieter.
May you be snatched away from this place. You shall no more dare to deceive, persecute, and torment. As smoke is driven away, as wax melts before the fire, so shall you be driven away, unclean spirit.
All right, I thought this might end up being an issue. Let me just fix layout just a teensy bit here. Bump me into studio mode so you all don't get right. Start this. Nope. Come on. This one. And then the other one. Well, that's a thing. Whoops. Oh. Huh. Oh. It's fine. This is all fine. Everything's fine. Come on. All right, I think wait, but no. Why for you do that then? It's gone. My death counter number is vanished. What happened? There it goes. Only not. Oh? Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened. We've defeated death. It shows up, but only when I open the properties. This is very bizarre. Default. Yes. No, it still doesn't work. Well, heckity wow. I have no idea. I broke it. I broke it by moving it. We're definitely gonna probably go with, yes, and give copy link. Definitely, probably, maybe. I don't understand what happened. I am good at do things. Yes? I don't understand. I don't understand why it's broken. Well, I also don't know why that fixed it, but it did. So I'm gonna go with that. Does anybody else know why hitting Control Z a bunch of times made it work? Anyway, we're for sure gonna play this game tonight, probably, maybe. All right, where am I? What's going on? Help!
Silence! Now answer true. Are you demon, man, or woman?
I'm a man, I'm a woman, or I'm a demon. The three genders.
No, you are not. Answer me true. Are you a man, woman, or demon?
I answered you. I answered I'm a demon, and he said, no, you are not. Yes, the three genders.
Demon, your power over his mind is waning. Release him now. Release him before I am forced to destroy you. Remember, you are human. Remember.
Because
Tell us.
apparently the
before
character is
demon regains
possessed.
control. Your name. Tell us your name.
My name is Memento Mori. I mean, I could go with Rogan, but we're going.
Did you hear that,
there.
evil spirit? He knows himself. He is yours no longer. Now, your past. Tell me something about your past. Your profession. Quick.
I'm not telling you anything. I'm an actor. Our show opens next week. I'm a police officer. Let me go before I arrest you both. I'm a bartender. Let's all sit down and talk about this. Remember, you are human. People have to tell you that. Or have to yell that to DMV employees sometimes. I'm not telling you anything.
No!
Answer his question. We do not want to destroy you along with the demon, but we will if we have to.
All right. The three classes in this game are actor, police officer, and bartender. We can go bartender. Aren't actor and bartender the same, really? No, actor and waiter would be the same. Do you think this is how the CIA interviews go? I don't know. I never actually signed up for those, so.
Yes! He's beginning to remember. Night after night, you pour drinks and help people forget their troubles. You give them the strength to push forward, to prevail. Now it's your turn.
I curse them with my
Take your
demonic
own
powers.
advice. Fight it! Remember
I'm a
who you
character,
are!
a bartender, and also a demon.
Remember!
This is an interesting start. The Bronx. Sammy's bar, 1 year ago. Aw. I thought I was going to avoid text by moving the things where I moved them to. Sadly, that appears not to have happened. And it did it again. What? What? Oh. Move together. And then it's fine. This is fine. This is totally fine. Everything's just peachy keen, fine, and dandy. Ooh. There, now it's still on screen, but hopefully won't interfere with things. Wait, what about the pizza? Pizza secured. Woo! Congratulations on retrieving the pizza. Oh, and in case anybody did not catch what I threw at the beginning, when I said I had lunch with a wonderful, wonderful, lovely person today, that wonderful, wonderful, lovely person is known here as Sterling. Because Sterling is a wonderful, wonderful, lovely person. And there is no safe place to put anything on this screen. Hold, please. I didn't learn the important detail of... Oh, we went to Happy Walk. I had some steamed pork buns and Szechuan shrimp. There is no safe place on the screen. Everywhere has text. I'm trying. Sterling will eventually start streaming again. Yes! Everybody should follow Sterling. And if the timing works out, whenever I spin... Oh, shoot, ad just started. There's an ad. I'm not. I'm just gonna keep fixing this. Because everything's broken. Shloop. And then I need move the death. Let's just move death. I don't know. Maybe it'll be okay above my head. Possibly. Just move death. Right. Okay. Maybe this layout will work. Yeah, if I ever spin keep talking and no one explodes and the timing works, I'm going to bring Sterling on to play it with me. Let's see. The door to Sammy's Bar, your place of employment for the last 7 years. This sign was just recently installed. It's the only new thing about the place. Looks like the sanitation. Well, Detective Zen, the death counter next to the pride flag is for Gay Wrath Month. Looks like the sanitation department is late picking up the trash again. Oh, this is... It is so... Okay. Parked in a tow zone, the world loves an optimist. It said it was going to be reminiscent of things like King's Quest, but I'm getting some real Space Quest vibes. Scene where the game is just less than full screen, so you can... so I could do it in... I could do it windowed. This diner is a great place to get food after Sammy's closes. Maybe you'll head over after work. Teenagers like to throw beer bottles off this bridge. You try and stay clear. This tree often does double duty as Sammy's second bathroom. Welcome back, everybody who got subjected to the ads. I forgot that we were getting close to ad break time. I didn't take a break. I moved elements on the screen so that we would be able to see the game. And all right, we've got a I guess I should check out my place of employment.
Hey, long time no see.
You can't see the person. New announcement wrangled? Oh, though YouTube is still advertising. Yeah, that happens. I will show for a quick moment here. Maybe? Where do I have... There, that's who is hiding. Scream into the void. Logan, what are you doing here? I am surprised to see you here again. I thought you were on the wagon. Ghost Rogan. Yes. I mean, I'm a demon who apparently serves or bartending. I'm a bartending demon.
Yeah, well, this isn't where I choose to be if I get out there. He's my brother. You remember Jonah?
No.
He's in there. He's bad. Badder than me on my worst day. Your boss called me to take him home, but...
You don't want to go in. I understand. I'll get him out. Can't you do this yourself? I think that's the soundtrack, Sterling. I think you're supposed to get those vibes. I'm a bar-owning demon character. The wagon? No. Turns out people upgraded to these things called cars much quicker to get around.
No, I thought I could, but I just can't go in there. Smell of that place. I just can't. The first thing they tell you is not to enter and join if you can avoid it. I've gone 4 years. I can't lose them. Not even for him.
Yeah, no, you can stay out here. That's fine. We didn't say I thought you were on the wagon, but he's 4 years sober, and if the smell of alcohol is gonna cause a problem, he can stay out here.
Thank you. You have no idea. Just talk to him, okay? He practically lives in this place. You know him better than I do. And don't tell your boss I'm not here. I don't think she likes me too much these days.
Thank God you're here.
Reporting for duty, boss. You can relax, I'm here. You okay? Oh, jeez. Who's my character? Let him in. If he's working an honest program, he'll be fine. I'm okay letting him stay outside. But that's good to know. Unless you're being sarcastic. I can't tell, but mostly because it's text.
Do I look okay? I swear to
Yeah?
things I gotta deal with.
You
Fuck
seem to
this.
look fine.
After tonight, I'm done. I quit.
I spoke to Logan outside. Is Jonah here? What's wrong?
It's Jonah. You know Jonah, right? He's lost it. In my bar. And I can't get him out. I thought Logan was a mean drunk, but Jonah? He's worse. He came in here all twitchy and looking scared. He asked for a whiskey and I gave it to him. Then he started crying. Then he started screaming. Now he's locked himself in the damn bathroom.
Well, at least you're not in there with him. Did you call the police? What did you do? So what now?
I called up his brother Logan, that's what. But it looks like his precious sobriety is more important than helping his brother. But maybe, look, maybe you can get him out of there. He's always listened to you.
Okay, but also, don't put him down for protecting his sobriety. I'm now not happy with her because she's like, well, it looks like his precious sobriety is more important than his brother. It may be.
Honestly, I am surprised he's still standing. Look, just get him out the door. You can scream at the rats in the park for all I care. I'll just wait here.
Oh dear. You can feel free to quit whenever you want. Sammy LaGuardia, your boss and friend. She's looking more frazzled than usual tonight. It's still early in the evening. The crowds don't come in until later. I relate so much. I'm also surprised I'm still standing. Not exactly a top shelf collection, but you're working on it. A list of people who are banned from the bar. Jonah's name has been recently added. Covered with countless glass stains, nobody uses the coasters you brought in. These pictures came with the bar when Sammy bought it. She has no idea what they are. The bathroom key hangs behind the bar. Wait, but... How did Jonah get into the bathroom without the bathroom key? You haven't beaten Sammy's record yet, but you're getting close. Sammy keeps the darts behind the bar. Maybe you'll play later. Maybe? I don't know. These stools are held together with duct tape and a prayer. Sammy put up a few stickers years ago. Somehow they've multiplied. I mean, that's what happens. Maybe the key overrides the normal lock. That's possible. I love that there's instead of the smiley face sticker with the bullet hole in its forehead, it's just got 3 eyes instead. This jukebox is just here for ambiance. It hasn't worked in 10 years. The way back out. Pointing at me does nothing. All right. The door to the bathroom. Unisex, of course. Just gonna grab the bathroom key.
Oh, the key? Yeah, I guess that'll work.
You seriously didn't think to use the key?
Don't look at me like that. You want the truth? I didn't use the key because Jonah's scaring the hell out of me. I was gonna give the key to Logan, but he's a no-show. Guess he'll have to do.
Move your mouse cursor to the top of the screen to access inventory. The key to Sammy's bathroom.
I locked that door for a reason.
Boy, yeah, these content warnings were appropriate. Jeez, Jonah. Jonah, put the gun down. What the hell do you think you're doing? It's... What is it? Mystery content? There it is.
The only thing that makes sense. They keep talking to me with the begging and pleading and crying. Can't you hear them? They are so loud.
What's funny is this is the continuation of my night after being exorcised of a demon, as I understand it. You're hearing voices? I don't hear anything. You need help, Jonah.
I know it sounds crazy, and I tried to pretend she didn't exist.
She?
But now, there are so many, so many. I close my eyes, they're there. I try to sleep, they're there. I tried to drink, they are still here. It got so bad, my boss fired me. Me! Just like they fired my brother.
This is
Just
1 year
keeps getting
prior,
worse.
thank you.
I can't make them go away.
Who are they? Jonah, give me the gun. You need to sober up, then we can talk.
No, this is my only way out. You wouldn't take that from me, would you? I can't stop them. All I can do is join them.
No, that's not allowed. Eesh. None of these are what I would actually say in this situation. So, I haven't been in exactly this situation. I have been in a similar. It did not involve a gun. It involved someone who had already taken pills. I'll go with it, Shadows.
The dead. The army of the dead. They want me to join them. That's what I thought too, when I saw the first one about a month ago. First ghost came, a little girl. She told me I was chosen. Then I started seeing more and more everywhere. They won't leave me alone. If I have to die to make it stop, then so be it.
Oh, if you were gonna pull the trigger, you'd have done it by now. No, not a good option. Enough of this crap. Just pull the. What? No.
What? You think being locked up in Bellevue is better? Locked in Bellevue with these dead things? I've thought about it, asking for help. I can't live like this, but I don't want to die, man. I don't want to die.
I know.
Why is this happening?
We'll get you help, I promise. Just hand over the gun. You're under a lot of strain.
Right. The gun. Here. Just take it.
Yes.
Thanks. You and Sammy, man. You've always been good to me. And this book. You can take this too.
Book? Why are you carrying this around? Right, because a book is more dangerous than a gun.
Listen, asshole. You won. I'm not killing myself. But I need you to take this book. It's about spirits and ghosts and stuff. It had techniques to make them go away, but I think it's just made it worse. Take it, will you? I just don't want to look at it.
This is fine.
Right. Let's go. I owe Sammy an apology.
What? No! I've been
Is
possessed.
that a gunshot? To Jonah?
Shoot. Well, I guess we know.
Your chosen vessel remembers. You are no longer welcome, wicked spirit. The hands you control will no longer do your bidding. In the name of myself, my witness, and the soul whom you hold captive, I cast you out!
That was a start.
Gotcha!
Eli!
He got struck by lightning and he's lying on the ground behind my camera, of course. Judging by the view, you're somewhere in Brooklyn, quite far away from your bar in the Bronx. She looks ordinary, but had a grip like a steel vice. She's hovering over the man like a mother hen. You can't see him from this angle, but his moaning tells you he's alive.
Stand back!
Jeez, Mandy, put that sword away. The spirit is gone. That guy's harmless.
That's me, totally harmless. Now, who are you people? Could you put this sword down and tell me what just happened? Harmless. I'll show you harmless. Tell me what's going on. Could you put that sword down and tell me what just happened?
See? He doesn't even remember how he got here. Looks like his memory got scrambled during the exorcism.
Scrambled.
What? It happens.
I apologize for the threat. It has been a long night. Please, come with us, and we will explain everything.
How about you tell me right here? You just threatened me with a sword. Fine, right behind you. No, we're going.
That is correct. It is also correct that we just saved your soul. Do as you like.
Look, we've had a rough night. Go easy on us, okay? Just come on downstairs. When you're ready, we'll explain everything. We're the good guys. Honest.
Judging by the view, yes. Okay. Great. You don't know what building you're in, but this door leads into it. Or you can stand here in the rain all night. Choice is yours. Oh my.
Do take your time. Soak it all in.
These stairs lead back up to the roof. A pretty redhead impaled straight through the heart. At least the rain is keeping the crowds away. A large mess of debris blocks the front door. An old woman lies crushed under the table. This man's face has been beaten beyond recognition. This man is slashed in several places. You can only hope he went quickly. Oh, looks like an emergency exit. Is she affected by the carnage around her? She gives no sign. He looks slightly green. He's obviously uncomfortable being here. You can relate.
So, do you remember anything? Anything at all?
Why did you kill all these people?
No, it was neither of us, although we tried our best to prevent it. These innocents of the city who I have sworn to protect, were destroyed by your hands.
By me? That's impossible. I couldn't do this. That's a lie.
I think you'll find your definition of impossible is about to change. You were possessed by some kind of demon. It made you do things.
You do not remember? 1 year ago, you murdered that man Jonah in cold blood, and that bartender.
Wait, Jonah and Sammy are dead? I killed them? I thought that was just a dream. Or say nothing.
Your body did, if that's what you mean. That bar's been a condemned site ever since. The story was top news for weeks. Every district in the city was searching for you.
As were we. And it is fortunate that we found you first. These people on the floor, torn apart using your bare hands. The rain washed away most of the blood from your hands, but it will always be there, whether you can see it or not.
That's not the way to help somebody deal with the trauma of having been possessed by a demon.
No, you can't do that.
He is correct. Punishing yourself is not the answer, and would expose us. If you want to see justice done, help make it right.
Listen to me. These feelings you've got right now, the guilt, the anger, hold on to that. It means you're human. You'll need that going forward.
Speaking of going...
Yeah, we need to scoot. Did you put up a veil, Mandana?
I did, and it will confuse the police long enough for us to get away, but we should not tarry.
They get rid of the demon. Trauma is somebody else's department.
Quickly, leave through the back door. We will follow.
All right. This is making me think of the Dresden Files. Although I haven't watched that in forever, so I don't know if it's exactly the right tone, but
Fresh air at last.
A
wasn't
padlock. Of course. Can you pry it off?
I am tired, Eli. My strength ebbed hours ago. Perhaps he can help us. Could you find something to pry this off?
Yeah, anything big or heavy should do.
a silent air conditioner. Rainwater is pouring out of this drain pipe. A dumpster, open and exposed to the elements. A thick and sturdy lever juts out from this power box. It's in the on position. The insulation is worn thin here, exposing the wire. Sparks are flying off it. Better not touch. This pipe looks a bit corroded, but sturdy. Oh, I don't know the Caliandros series. This door is locked with a sturdy padlock. Let's grab this pipe. In a pan pipe.
You've got to be kidding me.
This place, much has changed.
Preacher, who are you and what is your purpose here?
Purpose? You invited me.
You're mistaken.
I was summoned across the void by you.
I say again, you are mistaken. You know I speak the truth.
I know what you are, Jin child. I know you cannot speak false. Nevertheless, a beacon appeared. A path was formed. I merely followed it.
Nobody here has done such a thing.
That might not be entirely true.
Eli?
On the roof, I used a lot of power. Probably enough to call the attention of, well, something like this.
Neophyte mage, playing with forces you don't understand.
I'm mage enough to burn you into a greasy smudge.
You lie. I know a falsehood when I hear one.
I'm gonna fix the...
I can smell your power, mageling. You have none left. You are nearly spent. And you, Jin child, are so fatigued.
Oh, good, it will. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna pause when I do this, but I'm gonna do this. Because, yeah, there is just not a good spot for my camera. And it's bugging me. Yay, the brick wall is back. I know. It was just like, yeah, this isn't working for me. And just gonna do this and do that, do this and do that. Arr. Arr. It's fine. Da, da, dee, da, da, da. I said, what? Hmm? Hmm? Hmm. Sorry, I am super scattered today. Yes and no, maybe. I don't know. I think I still need to go back to the other camera though, the square one instead, because while this one is the one that I use when I'm playing games that are often in this configuration, this one will fit better, I think. I had no idea going in that, like, and this is fine. Like, it's their game. They are free to use 100% of their area. It's up to me to figure out how to present it. The creature voice sounds familiar. I have not looked at the credits for this at all.
That may be true, but stand we shall.
Since we're being so
Hi.
honest with each other,
So-
you don't look too healthy yourself.
The journey here was long and difficult. I used much of my energy getting here.
It was so fast.
So you're just as tired as we are. That's called a stalemate, friend.
I do not wish to fight. I have no quarrel with either of you.
Don't attack him.
I am merely hungry.
The creature's body is made
Feed
of
me,
sinew and
and I will
ligaments.
return
No
home.
skin that you can see.
That is all? What type of food do you require?
On this plane of existence, human flesh is all that will sustain me.
Of course it is. That's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Agreed. We cannot allow that. Depart in peace. There need not be bloodshed.
I need to feed. I will die otherwise.
The lady asked you to leave.
You give me orders?
I summoned you. I do have that right.
If you have the will to enforce it.
Right. So, leave. I command it. Return across the void from where you came.
Eli, he is not leaving.
I could see that.
Mageling, you created no summoning circle, no spells of binding, no means of holding me.
Look, it was my first exorcism,
End
okay?
of wire.
Neophyte mage, playing with forces you don't understand.
I'm mage enough to burn you into a greasy smudge.
You lie. I know a falsehood when I hear one. I can smell your power, mageling.
All right.
You have none left. You are nearly
Lick the
spent.
trash.
And you, Jin child, are so fatigued you can barely stand.
That may be true, but stand we shall.
Since we're being so honest with each other, you don't look too healthy yourself.
The journey here was long and difficult. I used much of my energy getting here.
So you're just as tired as we are. That's called a stalemate, friend.
Got it.
That was creatively done.
Yeah. Nice work.
Someone had to do something. You guys obviously weren't. What the hell is this thing? I couldn't let it just kill you.
We cannot say for sure. This creature is from across the void. There are so many that they defy categorization.
It's a ligamental.
A what?
It's made up of ligaments and sinew. It fits.
Very well. This creature is a ligamental.
Such agony. What manner of pain is this?
About 10,000 volts. What are you waiting for? Kill it. I couldn't let you harm anyone.
It hurts. Unlike anything I've ever experienced.
Please, I got hit by lightning 20 minutes ago. Don't be such a baby.
That stench. It can't be. You, a demon spawn? On this plane?
Oh, were you talking to me? There was a demon inside me, but not anymore.
I can sense the corruption within you. Why do you come here to torment me?
There is no demon. I got rid of it.
You are a fool. The corruption lingers.
Creature, you are at our mercy. Return home through the void at once.
You know I cannot. I used all my energy to get here. I will not survive the return journey without food.
There's
I
plenty
must
of
feed
human
on
flesh
human
upstairs.
flesh. In this world, nothing else will sustain me.
What about the dead bodies inside?
What? That's... Ugh.
Does the demon spawn speak true? There is meat inside this building?
Yes. Yes, there is. Slaughtered only hours ago.
Fresh meat. That is perfect. Let me consume my fill, and I will leave you in peace.
I do not think I can do that. It would draw too much attention. The police are bound to notice.
Not to mention the victims inside are innocent. They have families, loved ones. They'll want closure.
I am innocent too,
This is
Mageling.
true.
You summoned me.
And he said he
merely
won't.
answered.
He'll die if
Will
he
you
tries
kill
to go
me
back
just for
without
that?
feeding first.
speaks true,
It's either
Eli.
eat
What
dead
is the
people or
decision?
eat live
Wait.
people.
You're putting this on me?
Yes.
I'm not the one that has to cut that thing's throat. I can't decide that for you.
Let him feed.
Yes. It is the most practical solution.
Ugh, I'm gonna be sick.
Rise, creature. Eat your fill and be gone. Are you finished?
Please, please, please be finished.
Yes, I believe I can make the return journey and survive. Thanks be to you, Genchild, Mage, Demon Spawn. I shan't trouble you again.
It is done. It is over.
Thank God. Let's get out of here.
It's dark, but
All
it's
in all,
good. It's
this
really
was
good.
eventful.
Yeah, eventful.
We did fine work this night.
We all did.
Agreed. You showed immense fortitude, especially for one in your situation.
So can I go home now? That's me, full of fortitude. Situation? Is this the Jersey Shore?
Yeah. About that.
Let me. 1 year has passed since your possession. You were wanted by the police for many violent crimes.
You certainly can't go back to that bar of yours.
Indeed. Although I could certainly use a drink after tonight. The demon that infested you, that creature we just defeated, mere taste of what is out there.
And they just keep coming.
Speaking of taste,
We need manpower.
after watching
Look, you
it
saw us in
consumed.
action tonight. It's obvious we need all the help we could get.
Just
Yes,
as it is
it
obvious,
is obvious.
your old life is gone. But we can help. We can give you a new identity, a new life, a new purpose.
Normally there's a vetting process, but you more than proved yourself tonight.
So, what say you? Will you join us?
You guys are obviously hopeless without me. I don't need to think about it. Count me in.
Say that again after my powers recharge.
None of us are at full strength. Come. We can find suitable sleeping arrangements back at our headquarters.
Sleeping sounds great. By the way, my name's Eli. This is Mandana.
Welcome to the Unavowed, my friend. Trust me. your life will never be the same.
Okay. It is really well done. And while it is dark, it is also entirely appropriate for the game, as far as I can tell. This rusted sword looks like it might break if you coughed loudly. A scratched up violin and bow. This silver crucifix might be useful if vampires are real. A faded old poster of a heavy metal band, Axis of Weevil. The game gets some points, I think. It has the tiniest Candela Obscura vibe. Axis of Weevil. A framed photograph hangs on the wall near the bed. Oh, that's a gut punch. I know, silver is werewolves. An old photo of yourself, Sammy, Logan, and Jonah. How did this get here? A tiny twin bed. Small, but you slept like a rock. But not like a Rock Johnson. There's certainly some eclectic reading matter in this bookcase. Outside, you can see the hustle of downtown nightlife on the street below. It's pretty bright out for being nightlife. A whole pot of espresso just for you. Somehow it's always hot. La Fontaine cognac? Someone has good taste. Elixir? Care to weigh in? I know nothing about cognac. Is La Fontaine a good brand? Outside, you can see, yeah. A little brass elephant with a memento of Siam written on the underside. What about a rock lobsters? You've never heard of La Fontaine? An empty, stained old sea chest. Attention, all hands. The crew of the USS Pride is delaying their departure to observe some interesting seismic activity. Instead, we need some superheroes. Join us on our raid to Althaven to watch Noirville 312 in about 15 minutes. Donka. Well? It should be. Wait. Is she a ghost girl? Sharp little knives dot the surface of this target. Vicious looking weapons decorate the wall. This bottle looks incredibly ancient and is engraved with indecipherable characters. This helmet has been buffed to a gleaming shine. A plain wooden shield hangs on the wall. Vicious-looking weapons decorate the wall. This training dummy is covered with deep scratches. Pardon me. Mondana moves with practiced precision. There's not a drop of sweat on her. Open doorway leads to a study. Old stone steps are black with... Is that soot?
Please do not disturb those. It took centuries to arrange them just the way I like them.
Oh, yeah, she's a djinn. Thank you. You do, in fact, have 4 mods now because,
Do not even consider it.
I gave Sterling moderator powers.
It took centuries to arrange them just the way I like them. You are awake. Did you sleep well?
I had some odd dreams. Like a baby. You just came out of a bottle.
This astonishes you. After all you experienced, I suppose I should have seen this coming. Introduction to the supernatural world can often have unpredictable effects on the mundane mind. It may take some time for you to process it all.
Slaps it. You can fit so many mods into this stream. Who are you calling mundane? That's me, Mr. Unpredictable. Call me unpredictable. You came out of bottle and I'm not freaking out. I'm processing it okay.
I believe you might be right, especially if last night is any indication. I think you are going to make this transition just fine. And this is good, because there is so little time to waste. My father Kalash is waiting to speak to you in the room beyond the red drapes. When you are ready, seek him out. In the meantime, relax and explore the facility. I will be here if you have any questions.
Okay, so its full name is La Fontaine de la Poyade, and it comes from France. Okay. Explore the premises. Oh gosh. I don't know why I'm yawning all of a sudden, but I'm yawning all of a sudden. A ship in a bottle hangs in a place of honor above the door. As it should. Anybody who manages to assemble a ship in a bottle has some frickin' patience and steady fucking hands. Assuming that it was actually, like, assembled by someone. A colorful painting of a mother and child. I love... It's a redheaded pirate woman. So I assume her name is Grania O'Malley. But, an ornate lamp glowing gently. A blue-green crystal glowing with a mysterious inner light. A fine selection of aged spirits, mostly Scotch. Imposing door leads down to the street. This bottle emits a faint hum. Smoke dances up the chimney from the warm embers of the fire. Apparently, the large framed photograph of a woman wearing glasses and a straw hat is nothing to comment on. An impossibly old, impossibly muscled, and impossibly blue man gazes into the fire.
Oh, you're the new one, aren't you?
It was either this or get arrested. Yes, I'm here to join the Unavowed. You're blue. Is the rest of you blue? Would you mind showing me?
No, I am Kalash. I am a Jinn of the Ancient Kingdom, and I run this branch of the Unavowed. And you? You were possessed. How'd you let that happen?
I didn't exactly let it happen. If he were green, he would die. It was a book. I touched it, and then... You think I wanted to be possessed? It was the danger of books. Detective Zen, where have you been? This is not a family stream.
Sloppy. Such a thing would have been unthinkable once. In my day, even a newborn babe had wits enough to leave books of demonic evil alone. Mundanes today don't know they're born. The world has gotten
just a book.
soft. Needs toughening up. How tough are you, new boy?
I tend to bar. I've broken up more fights than I can count. I stopped that monster in the alley. I got hit by lightning yesterday several times.
Yes, while its back was turned. A child would be victorious in those circumstances. No. You have yet to experience your true crucible, but it will come. Oh yes, it will come. At any rate, we have much to discuss and much to do. Settle in, talk to the others, get the lay of the land. I will call our meeting when you are ready.
I don't know who put this on the wheel, but whoever did, this is a really good choice. This, I had no idea what to expect, but at best, this is an adolescent stream given the sense of humor of the host and its mods. Cracked stone steps lead back upstairs. There's a fire extinguisher. An old color photo of Eli and Madonna. Not Madonna, Mondana. An old photo of a quaint suburban house. The Beckett residence. An old photo of Eli and a woman in a wedding dress. This is gonna be like a mixture of Constantine and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Some precisely calculated fireball trajectories. An old black and white photo of a man at a desk. A scrawled list of obscure formulas. It's all Greek to you. Well, I mean, there's no reason that Greek can't be the magical language. Just because we usually use Latin. But is it actually Greek? That's a good question. Fire extinguishers. A wise precaution. Oh, I didn't.
Hey! Don't surprise a fire mage like that. Bad idea. Anyway, hi. You settling in okay?
This place is kind of weird. This place is kind of cool. You're throwing fire!
You noticed. Yeah, I like to do this in my spare time. Keeps me sharp. But seriously, it took me a while to get used to this stuff. It's not gonna happen for you overnight, but you'll get there. Faster than you think. Anyway, I'm sure you want to walk around. I'll be here if you have any questions.
No, I literally stopped to ask questions.
I don't see why not.
Can we talk about the Unavowed?
I know a little bit about that. What do you want to know?
What does the Unavowed do? Wait, but none of these are the question I actually want. Why is it called the Unavowed?
Well, we're sort of
supernatural police.
Sometimes there's a threat that only
we're the popo.
And we go and handle it. Well, I say sometimes, but lately it's been a lot more than that.
So does ACAB apply to supernatural police?
You know, I wondered the same thing when I first joined. I mean, we're careful. We use veils. I don't throw fire around Times Square or anything. But
why
the
not?
real secret, nobody notices us. It's kind of uncanny. Mundanes go through crazy mental tricks to pretend we're not there. So maybe the mundane world isn't ready for us yet, but they will be. They won't have a choice the way things are going.
How long has the Unavowed been around? Ask if you can kiss him first. Consent is important. I mean, I would. It hasn't given me that option that I've seen.
A really long time? Sorry. If you're looking for a history lesson, Mondana or Kalash are the ones to ask. As far as I'm concerned, we do good work. That's all that matters.
But I'd rather kiss the impossibly muscled blue guy.
Let me put it this way. There are 732% more threats than there used to be, give or take 0.5. A year ago, we'd usually be called out once a month, if at all. Now it's almost every day. And me and Mondana, we're the only ones dealing with it. Until now, anyway. Sure.
Seems like you need to, hire more people?
I guess if we're gonna work together, we should know each other. Ask away.
Sir, this is New York City. You could throw fire around Times Square. Exactly. How long have you been with the event?
Since the Nixon administration.
Since Nixon?
I'm, older than I look.
I would think so. Just how old are you?
If you must know, I'm 92. It's the magic. Keeps me young. No surgery required.
Grandpa.
Yeah, it is what it is, okay? I'm a mage. We live long lives. End of story. Why do you think? Fire mage here. I could easily burn this place to the ground if I'm not careful.
Yeah, so why do you live in the basement?
Practice, a room insulated with stone was the obvious choice.
Okay.
Besides, I don't feel the cold, so it's quite cozy down here.
So you're a wizard?
Ooh, never use the word wizard. It's a social faux pas or something. I'm a mage with a capital M. The capital is also important. At least that's what the books tell me. I never actually met another mage to find out.
Doesn't that fire hurt?
Nope, kind of tingles, but that's it. It's kind of like playing with light, at least when it touches my flesh. Clothes, though, I can burn them clear off and I won't even notice. Took about a decade and a dozen indecent exposure arrests before I managed to make my clothes fireproof.
Would you care to show me burning off all the clothes?
Sure.
About last night. Did you sleep in my bed?
You had time to process it? I know I have. To be honest, I'm just glad the exorcism worked. Took 4 days of concentration to prepare that spell. I gave it everything I had.
4 days? Were you really throwing lightning? It was worth it, thank you.
I know. 4 days of chanting, focusing, and preparing to become the human lightning rod. I just wish I hadn't summoned that thing. I know the creature was technically blameless, but I'm still not sure we made the right call. Still, I suppose it's too late now. You had time to process it? I know I have. To be honest, I'm just glad the exorcism worked. Took 4 days of concentration to prepare that spell. I gave it. I just wish I hadn't. I know the still.
Okay. Pictures.
Look, I really wanted to get.
A photo appeared on my wall. Do you know how it got there?
Huh, you too, huh? Wasn't long after I joined up that my first photo appeared. It's something to do with this building. It wants you to remember who you are, who you were. Don't think about it too hard. I've been here 50 years and I still don't know how it. Right. See you around.
Great. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. I mean, I could go outside, but I felt like I wasn't supposed to do that. Also, I don't seem to be able to go back upstairs. So my room is off limits. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the djinn again in a moment.
Yes.
In a mo. Ah, I can ask her questions now. I don't think I've seen Althaven go live yet, so a heads up when they do would be good.
Certainly. What is your question?
What does the Unavowed do?
We are peacekeepers. We protect the mundane world from the threats of the supernatural. We help who we can, destroy ones we must, and recruit those who are willing. With you, I suppose we did all three.
There haven't been very many willing, apparently.
As a whole, for thousands of years. But the New York branch is only 400 years old. As long as there is need of us, we will be here.
400?
We do not exactly advertise our presence. We prefer it that way. But the truth is, the last century has seen a diminishing need for our services. Things have certainly changed.
Changed?
Yes. Supernatural threats have been escalating. It happened so suddenly we were caught unprepared.
Is it because of global
warming?
warming?
We have become complacent. We have not been recruiting. You are the first new recruit in decades. The first of many, we hope.
We only advertise our past, not our present.
I will do my best to answer. Me? What do you want to know?
Are you a genie?
The term is Jinn. And yes, on my father's side.
Is that your dad in the other room?
No, I do not grant wishes. When was this city founded?
Thank you, Pretty Witchery.
1624. Yes, I was just a child, but it was around that time. 418. No, 19. My birthday was last month. It is difficult to keep track, but Father always remembers. I will do my best to answer. Thank you.
All right, for the moment, I'm just gonna say that, and we'll save the game. Save one? Did it save? That's the question. It did. Yay. Okay. All right, we're gonna leave it there. Whoever put this on the wheel, thank you. I'm very interested in this game. We've barely gotten started, but I like the vibes, the atmosphere of the music, the whole noir bit of it. It's dark, but I liked Buffy. I liked Angel. I like it being dark doesn't bother me so much. I love that it feels like an updated version of like Space Quest as far as the point and click. I think it's amazing. You feel like you were staring into Jake's soul. You were looking at Aldhaven for so long. No! Dang it. I didn't want an ads to play. Bye for it, break. It was my fault. I'm sorry. It's because Unavowed is supposed to play a noise for me. Unavowed is supposed to alert me. But it was wonky tonight. All right, I'm gonna do the. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Thank you, on Sholo for the follow, which was a few days ago, I think. Thank you, Hannah and NeoGets, for the resubscriptions. Thank you, Sterling, for being amazing and for subscribing. It didn't show up in the events, so I don't know if that was now or sometime in the past, but it said that you subscribed, so thank you. Who let Gary into the commands? I know. And thank you to my moderators, including the moderator who I threw a sword at, Sterling. Who's not on the graphics because, you know, I'm dropping things everywhere. Thank you, Was Not Worth It, for being a subscriber over on Coffee. Don't you throw swords at all of them? I mean, a watery tart throwing swords at someone is a very strange thing to base a system of government on. We are going to be raiding Aldhaven for I have no idea whether this is going to start a new narrative or continue the pre-existing narrative that was paywalled for subscribers only. I don't know. It's Noirville 312 coming up. Thank you, everybody who hung out. And sorry, I didn't mean for there to be an ad break there. We are ending. We're going to raid over to Althaven for the Streampunks who are doing an episode of Noirville 312, which is the Marvel RPG. Thank you so much, everybody. Subscriptions and follows and moderators and everybody. I'll be live Wednesday for Archival Adventures. We're doing the Hauser Institute of New York, which is some halfway between patent medicine and actual nutrition science. It should be an interesting time. So that's coming up. But we're gonna pop on over to Althaven. I do have a raid call if you want to drop it when we get over there. It comes in both subscriber and non-subscriber flavors. And yeah, bring cake on Wednesday because there's a torpedo having a birthday this week. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I hope I see you all again soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.